Chapter 744. Vaguely Familiar Face. Translator, Atlas Studios. Editor, Atlas Studios. Then I shall not stand on ceremony. Fairy Li Shan laughed, receiving the immortal goo. She inspected it and placed the immortal goo into her immortal aperture. This matter has been settled. We should split up and meet half a month later. Half a month later was the agreed date to hold the auction. The location was in Qinbai Sheng's Baisheng Blessed Land. It was situated inside Crimson Reed Marsh. The two immortals went their separate ways on the spot, choosing different directions as they flew. Not mentioning Fairy Li Shan, who was using moving perspective cup goo to contact Fang Yuan while she traveled right now. After Fairy Li Shan and Qinbai Sheng left, someone appeared in the entrance hall of Fengshan Grotto Heaven. This person was dressed in a red and white robe, standing straight like a spear or sword. His eyebrows were sharp like swords. A divine light was flashing in his eyes. Under his amicable appearance, he was unbelievably self-confident. He had the disposition of a roaming, fierce dragon. His lips were curled up into a gentle smile. He was very gentlemanly, but also domineering. His arms were behind his back. He faced the rank 8 Prince Fengshan with no pressure on his face, as if they were of equal status. But from his unconcealed aura, he was merely a rank 7 Gu immortal. Even Qinbai Sheng could not help but lower his head when facing Prince Fengshan. Prince Fengshan looked at this person as his attitude also changed. He was no longer mildly arrogant like when he faced Qinbai Sheng and Fairy Li Shan. He really acted as if the two were of the same level. This rank 8 Gu immortal spoke. "Feng Zhuge, have you really decided to take my place and join this auction?" The rank 7 Gu immortal, dressed in a red and white robe, smiled as he nodded. "That is exactly the case." Prince Fengshan frowned. "You became an immortal in Central Continent. The heaven and earth chi of your immortal aperture world come from Central Continent. It is different from Northern Plains. There are powerful experts going to the auction. Even rank 8 Gu immortals will be present. If you are discovered, it would be terrible. You have to know, all of Northern Plains Gu immortals are furious right now. They are trying to find the culprit who caused the downfall of Imperial Court Blessed Land. Before Dongfeng Changfan died, he deduced that the culprit is not from Northern Plains, but from the other regions. If your identity as a Central Continent Gu immortal is discovered at this time, it will have huge implications." When Prince Fengshan said this, he did not hide it from the two Gu immortal attendants. The two female Gu immortals, including Swordmaster Yulan, had no change in expression when they heard this. Feng Zhuge laughed brightly. "Prince, don't be anxious. Look at my method." Saying so, a bright light flashed on his body as his appearance changed. Prince Fengshan gasped lightly, while Swordmaster Yulan, who had a cold attitude, stared with wide-opened eyes. The other female Gu immortal, named Lei Yao, opened her mouth as she looked repeatedly between her female companion and Feng Zhuge. It turns out Feng Zhuge transformed into an exact copy of Swordmaster Yulan. He resembled her perfectly, as if they were twins. "What method is this?" Prince Fengshan smiled, praising, "Not only is the outer appearance flawless, you even disguised your Dao marks. They really resemble Swordpath Dao marks. Your aura is also no different from any Northern Plains Gu immortal." "Oh, this is vaguely familiar face." Feng Zhuge said the answer. "So that's it. No wonder, no wonder." Prince Fengshan realized, he then exclaimed, "Only thieving heaven demon venerable could produce something so mystical and breathtaking." Feng Zhuge nodded. Unfamiliar face, vaguely familiar face, and familiar face. This series of killer moves originated from Thieving Heaven Demon Venerable. The former is a mortal killer move. It is nothing much. Vaguely Familiar Face is an immortal killer move with 3 immortal Gu as the core. Among them are 2 transformation path immortal Gu. When used, deception will truly be hard to tell. I obtained this killer move long ago in a chance encounter, but it has a flaw. That is, I need acting skills. If I act poorly, my tone could expose flaws in my transformation. As for Familiar Face Killer move, there is no such flaw. Even if the acting is not precise, Others will not feel sudden strangeness. It can even affect other people's perceptions and mentalities. Even if you transform into a non-existent person, others will still feel like you are their friend or acquaintance. Feng Zhuge explained. The immortals realized now why Feng Zhuge transformed into Swordmaster Yulan out of everyone here. That was because this woman barely spoke normally. There was not much acting skill needed to disguise as her. Prince Feng Shan nodded over and over. Rank 9 venerables are all incredible geniuses. Their methods are out of this world. With this move, I will not be afraid of you getting exposed. Feng Zhuge laughed arrogantly. Even if I get exposed, who can stop me from leaving? Prince Feng Xian thought about a few days ago when he sparred with Feng Zhuge. He could not help but smile, praising, "That is true. Your immortal killer move has incredible power. Even I, a rank 8 Gu immortal, would not want to take the hit directly. Feng Zhuge, your reputation is well deserved. You really have the power to roam freely in this world." Feng Zhuge cupped his fists, speaking with sincerity. "It is nothing compared to senior brother and junior sisters. You chose to ascend to immortal in Northern Plains for the sake of Spirit Affinity House's major task, staying hidden here for hundreds of years. I am truly full of admiration towards you." Prince Feng Xian's expression turned dark. He clenched his fist as he said, "It is a pity that someone used our methods before I activated our plans, taking the fruits of our labor. This is definitely the doing of someone in the 10 ancient sects. Don't let me find out who it is, otherwise." The truth was, the great Prince Feng Xian, one of the few rank 8 experts in Northern Plains, was actually a spy sent by Spirit Affinity House. Spirit Affinity House made a huge move. In order to set up Prince Feng Xian, Spirit Affinity House undoubtedly gave up a lot of benefits in Central Continent. If Spirit Affinity House had one more rank 8 Gu Immortal stationed in Central Continent, they would be able to fight for more benefits when contesting with the other 9 sects. But Spirit Affinity House was the leader of the plan to topple 88 True Yang Building. To complete this plan, they had to send Prince Feng Xian to Northern Plains. In Fang Yuan's previous life, Prince Feng Xian might have made many contributions and provided much help for the Central Continent Gu Immortals to destroy 88 True Yang Building. But in this life, Prince Feng Xian had not done anything yet, and the plan was already ruined. The culprit of this matter, the immortal zombie Fang Yuan, was already in Langya Blessed Land. He borrowed Mountain Pledge? Immortal Gu. Of course, he borrowed it for a fee. Fang Yuan paid Fairy Li Shan 3 Immortal Essence Stones for this. 3 was an extremely good deal due to their relationship. If it were another person, Fairy Li Shan would not casually lend it, even if they paid 10 Immortal Essence Stones. Lending Immortal Gu carried risk. There was an example right here. Northern Plains Zombie Alliance's leader, Blazing Heaven Demoness, lent Yuan tribe an Immortal Gu. Blazing Heaven Demoness was out in Eastern Sea. Thus, Yuan tribe had been holding on to this Immortal Gu, refusing to return it to Zombie Alliance, who had been asking every year. After using Mountain Pledge Gu to make an agreement with Lang Ya Land Spirit, more than 10 coffins emerged from the cloud soil with a cry from Lang Ya Land Spirit. These coffins were oozing with immortal auras. They were pure white as clouds. On the surface, there were clouds forming and breaking down. It was the manifestation of a certain immortal killer move. After opening the coffin, the sleeping Gu Immortal could be seen inside. In each coffin, there was a Gu Immortal captive, a total of 13 coffins. That was 13 Gu Immortals. Even though Fang Yuan was mentally prepared, after seeing this number, he was still shocked. So many captives? Fang Yuan opened his eyes wide. He displayed a somewhat exaggerated expression. Lang Ya Land's spirit laughed smugly. He loved to see Fang Yuan shocked. He shook his head as he said, "Who am I? Think about it. These Gu Immortals were simply courting death. They dared to attack my blessed land. Selling them is the punishment they deserve." Fang Yuan looked at Lang Ya Land Spirit deeply. On the surface, there were only 12 desolate beasts in Lang Ya Blessed Land. To defend against the 3 waves of attacks from a mysterious force, the group of desolate beasts was insufficient. Lang Ya Land Spirit's true methods were likely to be his prized immortal goo collection. I have some ideas. The number of immortal goo in Langya blessed land definitely exceeds the number of immortal goo I have. Also, it seems that among his immortal goo, or among the immortal killer moves that Langya land spirit owns, at least one of them has the ability to capture goo immortals, Fang Yuan thought. Such a number of captives was not normal. Most of the goo immortals who attacked were captured. Only a small number died from battle. Fang Yuan looked at the coffins one by one. He saw some familiar faces, like the three Hua Hai immortals, Loner Hongyu and Gui Wang. As for the others, Langya land spirit introduced them to him. There was the Metal Path Gu Immortal Ti Jiazi, Enslavement Path Gu Immortal Great Immortal Shuo Xiong, Wood Path Gu Immortal Mu Dian Kong, a famous lone cultivator in northern plains, Carefree Four Sages, and a rank 7 Gu Immortal, Wu Hao, known as Rushing Thunderhand. He had rank 7 middle-tier battle strength. Fang Yuan's horizons were broadened. Be it his previous life or this life, this was the first time he had seen so many captives of such strength gathered together. It was as if the Gu immortals were not worth anything. They were like cabbage sold in the market. Fang Yuan's joy gradually faded, and he showed some worry and solemnness. To be able to gather such power and attack Langya, blessed land multiple times, this mysterious force hidden behind the scenes made Fang Yuan's heart shudder. The moment I sell them, I will become a thorn in that mysterious force's sight. Fang Yuan touched the coffin as he sighed. But before such huge profits, no matter how strong the mysterious force was, Fang Yuan had decided to do it. He was not someone afraid of trouble, someone afraid to take risks. He was a person in the demonic path. He was a risk taker. If he chose to not take the risk, that meant that the benefits related to that risk were not enough to move him. Fang Yuan asked Langya land spirit, "You had interrogated them intensely, using many methods. Did you have no gains from it?" Langya land spirit waved his hand. "None. These Gu immortals were gathered due to various reasons. There were 3 crucial people who contacted them and organized the attack, while also providing information on Langya blessed land. But these 3 Gu immortals have already died in battle. Even though I controlled my attacks, I could not stop their deaths. After they died, the situation became a little strange. Their souls perished completely. I could not even find a fragment of their souls." Towards the end, Langya land spirit gradually frowned. Fang Yuan frowned as well, looking at the Gu immortal captives sleeping in the coffins. He was silent.